one is for Ramon. Hey! He got a real long reach in the derrick when he leans. He's been all around the world on the big old rigs with the welders and the trucks on the black gold rush and the diesel burning cat motors growling in the mud. You better hire him on. He's the roughest neck around. He got the power in his hands to pull the dragons from the ground, yeah. 35 below or it's 98 above, and he's working through it all, cause baby this is what he loves. Drives 150 miles, make sure his kids are doing fine, and he sees them when he can, but he's married to his iron. You better hire him on. He's the roughest neck around. He got the power in his hands. He's pulling dragons from the ground, yeah. He's a good hand to have on, and he's throwing on the tongue, spin a chain and sliding high side all night long, and he's tripping in his pipe, and he torques it good and tight, and you gotta figure it, he's got his mud weight right. You better hire him on, cause he's better than the rest. He got the power in his hands and the dragons in his chest, yeah. Frozen coveralls on, and he's drilling by the inch, and he's hauling on the winch, taking fuel from the tanks on his short chain shift. You better hire him on. He's the roughest neck around. He got the power in his hands to pull the dragons from the ground. Yeah, you better hire him on, cause he's better than the rest. He got the power in his heart and the dragons in his chest, yeah. Stops, everything stops, nothing left in the fountain. Nobody wants paper money, son, so you just will stop counting. Can you break the horse? Can you light the fire? What's that? I beg your pardon. You best start thinking where your food comes from, and I hope you tend a good garden. Getting down on the mountain, getting down on the mountain. Don't wanna be around when the shit goes down. I'll be getting down on the mountain. Truck don't run, the bread don't come, have a hard time finding petrol. Water ain't running in the city no more. Do you hold any precious metal? Can you gut the fish? Can you read the sky? What's that about overcrowding? You ever seen a man his kids ain't ate for 17 days and counting? Getting down on the mountain, getting down on the mountain. Don't wanna be around when the shit goes down. I'll be getting down on the mountain. There ain't no heat and the power's gone out. It's kerosene lamps and candles. The roads are blocked, it's all gridlocked. You got a shortwave handle. Can you track the deer? Can you dig the well? I couldn't quite hear your answer. I think I see a rip in the social fabric. Brother, can you spare some ammo? Getting down on the mountain, getting down on the mountain. Don't wanna be around when the shit goes down. I'll be going the ground on the mountain. When the oil stops, everything stops, nothing left in the fountain. Nobody wants paper money, son, so you just will stop counting. Can you break the horse? Can you light the fire? What's that? I beg your pardon. I think I see a rip in the social fabric. Brother, can you pass the ammo? Getting down on the mountain, getting down on the mountain. Don't wanna be around when the shit goes down. I'll be getting down on the mountain, getting down on the mountain, getting down on the mountain. Don't wanna be around when the shit goes down. I'll be going the ground on the mountain, getting down on the mountain. I'm a hussar, I'm a Hun, I'm a wretched Englishman, routing Bonaparte at Waterloo. I'm a dragoon on a dun, I'm a Cossack on the run, I'm a horse soldier, timeless through and through. Well, I was with Custer and the 7th, 76 or 77, scalped that little bighorn by the Sioux. And the tears and devastation of a once proud warrior nation, this I know, 'cause I was riding with them too. And I drank mare's blood on the run when I rode with the great Khan on the frozen Mongol steppe while at his height. And I was a white guard, I was a red guard, I was the Tsar's own palace horse guard when Romanov was murdered in the night. And I knew Saladin and rode his swift Arabians, harassing Dune's crusaders on the heavy drafts. And yet I rode the Percheron against the circling Saracen, and once again against myself was cast. Well, I'm a hussar, I'm a Hun, I'm a wretched Englishman, routing Bonaparte at Waterloo. I'm a dragoon on a dun, I'm a Cossack on the run, I'm a horse soldier, timeless through and through. Well, I've worn the Mounties crimson. If you're silent and you'll listen, you'll know that it was with them that I stood. When Mare Thorpe, she cried as her 4 horsemen died, gunned down in scarlet coldest blood. Well, I was the firstest with the mostest when I fought for Bedford Forest, suffered General Wilson's Union raid. And mine was not the reason why, mine was but to do or die at Crimea with the charging light brigade. On high from Swiss or Sweden, be me Christian, be me heathen, the devil to the saber I shall put. With a crack flanking maneuver, I'm a new land a la Suber, striking terror into regiment of foot. Well, I'm a hussar, I'm a Hun, I'm a wretched Englishman, routing Bonaparte at Waterloo. I'm a dragoon on a dun, I'm a Cossack on the run, I'm a horse soldier, timeless through and through. Well, I knew my days were numbered when o'er the trenches lumbered more modern machinations de la guerre. No match for rapid fire or the steel birds of the sky. With a final rearguard action, I retreat. No match for barbed wire or the armored engines whine. Reluctant, I retire and take my leave. Today I ride with special forces on those wily Afghan horses. The Stone's Northern Alliance give their thanks. And no matter defeat or victory in battle, it occurs to me that we may see a swelling in our ranks. Well, I'm a hussar, I'm a Hun, I'm a wretched Englishman, routing Bonaparte at Waterloo. I'm a dragoon on a dun, I'm a Cossack on the run, I'm a horse soldier, timeless through and through. I'm a horse soldier, eternal through and through.
Dig, grave digger, dig. Work that shovel with vigor, grave digger, for rigor mortis sets in, dig. Dig, dig, grave digger. Dig, grave digger, dig. That big old hole just keep getting bigger, so dig, grave digger, dig. Well, he don't mind the cadavers, he don't mind human remains. He got no problem sleeping at night, ain't nothing that a whiskey won't tame. I asked about ghosts and spirits, I asked him if he ever got spooked. I asked him if he ever got haunted by souls, but he reckons that he buries them too. Now he ain't bothered by corpses, he'll plant stiffs all day. See, he on some kind of piecework deal, he get paid by the grave. Dig, dig, grave digger. Dig, grave digger, dig. Work that shovel with vigor, grave digger, for rigor mortis sets in, dig. Dig, dig, grave digger. Dig, grave digger, dig. That big old hole just keep getting bigger, so dig, grave digger, dig. Well, he could be making more money, he could be out working the rigs, but he says he don't really like no company, he says he'd rather just dig. Grave digger, he got secrets, he whispered as he lit up a cig. He said you gotta watch it, don't badger the hole when you're cutting through the roots and the twigs. He works right through in the darkness, and then he stops and he takes him a swig. Drive by the right time of the night, you might spy him in the moonlight doing a jig. Dig, dig, grave digger. Dig, grave digger, dig. Work that shovel with vigor, grave digger, for rigor mortis sets in, dig. Dig, dig, grave digger. Dig, grave digger, dig. That big old hole just keep getting bigger, 'cause grave digger rather just dig. Dig, dig, grave digger. Dig, grave digger, dig. That big old hole just keep getting bigger, so grave digger, keep on digging. Dig, 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 grave digger. Dig, grave digger, dig. Work that shovel with dig, grave digger, for rigor mortis sets in dig. Dig, dig, grave digger. Dig, grave digger, dig. That big old hole just keep getting bigger, so dig, grave digger, dig.
Jeez.
Two nights standing in Tulsa, pulling out and headed west. Brady grabbed the Gideons from the hotel in the desk, and we said, "What's the matter, brother? Are you worried about your soul?" He said, "Better safe than sorry, boys. That's just how I roll." We hit the road, feeling cool as Crosby, Stills, and Nash, overflowing with the Spirit and the Bible on the dash.
We pulled the whole thing over for the flashing red and blues. Police came to the window, we said, "Have you heard the news?"
Now don't get smart with me, boy, why you doing 95?
My foot is heavy with redemption, I'm just blessed to be alive. He said, "I ought to pull you out of there, beat you black and blue." I placed my hand upon the good book, said, "What would Jesus do?"
It's better than insurance, registration, or lying. It's better than these fake IDs I keep on buying. It's even better than an envelope stuffed with cash. Well, they always said it saved me, that old Bible on the dash. Around these parts, that hair alone will make probable cause. If you're moving through my county, you'll obey my earthly laws.
Yes, we did our best to quote some holy writ, chapter and verse.
What kind of music y'all's making? We said, "Christian music, sir."
He contemplated, thought about it, twirled his cop mustache.
All right, you boys, be careful now. Just don't drive quite so fast. It's better than insurance, registration, or lying. It's better than these fake IDs I keep on buying. It's even better than an envelope stuffed with cash. But they always said it saved me, that old Bible on the dash.
Crossing at the border, a few months later, we heard freeze. Pulling over there, son, we gonna do some search and seize.
Well, maybe if we'd been more famous, he'd have said just move along.
Yeah, if he'd have seen us on the TV,
or if we'd had hit single songs.
He's just about to ask us where's the money, guns, and cash.
Well, I was hoping it'd save me, that old Bible on the dash. Well, his hand was on his pistol and his dog was on his leash. And that shepherd, he was keeping a pretty close eye on his sheep.
We got a list we gonna look at, see if we can't find your name.
And we got parabolic laser beams, here's everything you say. We got ultraviolet x-rays that can see right through your bus.
I guess we'll see if the good Lord's truly watching over us.
It's better than a green card, it's better than lying. It's better than these work visas I keep on buying. It's even better than an envelope stuffed with cash. Lord, I'm at the border with the Bible on the dash. Off bolts since the age of 14. Was out of 5/8 or 9/16. They got a metric socket that don't quite fit. A little wiggle, just a little, but it ain't quite stripped. Safety guard's gone from his grinding machine. He got a stiff paintbrush, he only sorta got clean. He's the hired man, my neighbor, and a cousin-in-law. He's a jerry-rigging fool, he got the tool for the job. Well, it's a vice grips or pliers, and pliers for a wrench for a hammer. Hammer's everything else, it just don't seem to make much difference. I sure do like him, but he's hard on equipment. His corners ain't square and his floor ain't level, and he's had a little trouble with the old tape measure. His doors don't close cause the jam ain't plumb, and he's a goddamn menace with the air nail gun. You love to see him coming at the lumberyard store. Fix the leak in his roof with a 2x4. Drills holes in the boards with the wrong kind of bit. And when they don't line up, he blames the government. Well, it's a vice grips or pliers, and pliers for a wrench for a hammer. Hammer's everything else, it just don't seem to make much difference. I sure do like him, but he's hard on equipment. He got the whole front yard full of fix-em-up cars. Well, 3 don't run and the rest won't start. Well, everything's fine with his rebuilt motor, except of course for the couple spare washers left over. Baler twine tie downs going down the road on 2-ball tires and an oversized load. He ain't never read the manual, cause that's like cheating. He don't mind the grease on his hands while he's eating. Well, it's vice grips or pliers, and pliers for a wrench for a hammer. Hammer's everything else, it just don't seem to make no difference. I sure do like him, but he's hard on equipment. No, it just don't seem to make much difference. I sure like you, son, but you're hard on equipment. Busted up knuckles, his thumb got bruised. Ah, Jesus Christ! I was a carpenter too. I wanna be in the cavalry if they send me off to war. Well, I want a good steed under me like my forefathers before. Courageous at first, we took their worst. Our positions we held stout. We clung to belief and we hung on the speech from our trusted leaders' mouths. Overwhelming odds and a hopeless cause, and our cities overrun. There were them that said we was badly led, and God, were we outgunned. Well, I lost count of the worthy amounts that from under me were cut. My favorite man with a head in the air took the cannon in her gut. In the first 2 weeks on that bloody creek, my brother lost his arm. It's only 60 days till all we prayed was to get us home unharmed. Oh, for the day that we signed our names in the well that we were wished. The men's congrats and the pats on the backs and the ladies that we kissed. The band that played and the grand parade and the patriotic shouts. They faded fast, didn't even last till the uniforms wore out. There were none to replace nor to help us face the winter's cold and bleak, the chill to the bone, the pneumonia prone and froze our bootless feet. Then the typhoid hit with its fevered fits, TB and dysentery, that proved in the end to have killed more men than the vilest enemy. We were finally forced to feed on horse and carcass we could scrounge. When the wagon stopped and we'd burnt their crops to tarred and barren ground. With morale in doubt and our pride run out, no honor did I see. All I seen were 1,000 dreams piled dead in front of me. Well, I wanna be in the cavalry if they send me off to war. Well, I wanna be in the cavalry, but I won't ride home no more. Cavalry if they send me off to war. I want a good steed under me like my forefathers before. I want a good mount when the bugle sounds and I hear the cannons roar. Well, I want to be in the cavalry if they send me off to war. Well, I want a horse and a volunteer force that's riding forth at dawn. Please save for me some gallantry that will echo when I'm gone. I beg of you, Sarge, let me lead the charge and the battle lines are drawn. Let me at least leave a good hoofbeat I remember loud and long. Well, I'd not a good foot soldier make, I'd be sour and slow at march. And I'd be sick on a Navy ship and the sea would leave me parched. But I'll be first in line if they let me ride, by God, you'll see my starch. Low back o'er the heath with the laurel wreath underneath that victory arch. Well, I wanna be in the cavalry if they send me up to war. Well, I want a good steed under me like my forefathers before. I want a good mount when the bugle sounds and I hear the cannons roar. Well, I want to be in the cavalry if they send me up to war. Battle's blue and the day is lost or won. I'll wield my lance as the ponies dance and the blackguards fire their gun. A saber keen and a saddle carbine and an army Remington, where the hot lead screams at the cold steel and maybe a cavalryman. Well, I wanna be in the cavalry if they send me off to war. And I want a good steed under me like my forefathers before. I want a good mount when the bugle sounds and I hear the cannons roar. Well, I wanna be in the cavalry if I must go off to war.
my boots and place them back to front, 'cause I won't be back on the riderless black, and I'm finished in my hunt. Well, I wanna be in the cavalry if they send me off to war. Well, I wanna be in the cavalry, but I won't ride home no more. Everything is better with some cows around. Living in town sometimes brings me down. Let me bestow this western blessing and share what I have found. May you always have cows around. What else you gonna spend that extra money on? What else is gonna get you up hours before dawn? What else is gonna keep you toiling on and on and on? May you always have cows around. Come on, you know that you got too much time on your hands, not nearly enough complication in your plans. You need to invite all of the frustration that you can. May you always have cows around. Everything is better with some cows around. Living in town sometimes brings me down. Let me bestow this western blessing and leave you saddle bound. May you always have cows around. What else could make the bishop swear like a sailor might? What else can cause such tension between a man and his wife? What else could ever bring all these enhancements to your life? May you always have cows around. What else is gonna get out when you don't close the gate? What else will make you prematurely show your age? What else will take a run at you in a fit of bovine rage? May you always have cows around. Well, everything is better with some cows around. Living in town sometimes brings me down. And although this western blessing leaves you cattle bound, may you always have cows around.
Well, there's Hereford, Highland, Simmental, Welsh Black and Maine and Juki, Nina, Limousine, Shorthorn, Charlie, Watusi, 2, Texas Longhorn, Corriente, Roman, Yola, Galloway, and Angus, Brahma, Brangus, Jersey, Guernsey, Holstein, hey!
Well, you might have had to let them dig for oil and gas. You might have had to turn the place to an exotic game ranch. You might have had to do all kinds of things to raise the cash so you'd always have cows around. Well, how else you gonna lose it all like Daddy did? What else will make sure you leave nothing for your kids? It's too late now, you know it is. You might as well admit that you're the badly flawed and sentimental masochisticness, and that despite all the statistics and the advice that you get, you will always have cows around. Yeah, everything is better with some cows around. Living in town sometimes brings me down. Well, you won't know what you're missing till you hear that sound. May you always have cows around. May you always have cows around. They took away our dog tags, they had us grow our hair. They gave us student visas when we were over there. They staged us out of Hondo, al Este El Salvador. And I guess you'd call us Contras, but no one calls us much no more. There ain't no fun in killing folk, and I don't wanna do no more. My great-great rode at Shiloh, and Grandpa drove a tank. Daddy was air cavalry, flew choppers in Da Nang. I worked mostly clandestine, the branch I should not say. We played with better guns, and I could use the extra pay. Did Reagan give the order? Did cocaine pay the bill? Well, they said we was fighting communists, but it was kinda hard to tell. There ain't no fun in killing folk, and I don't wanna do no more. This was before Blackhawks and RPGs were king. My buddy on the door gun, well, he never felt a thing. When our Huey caught a rocket and both the pilots killed, and they pissed us over sideways on some Nicaraguan hill. My back felt like it's broken, my legs I could not feel, but I kept on shooting communists, but it was kinda hard to tell. There ain't no fun in killing folk, and I ain't gonna do no more. Well, I never did heal upright from injury sustained. Officially in Germany, officially while we trained. I remember all their faces, I dream about them still. And I guess we was fighting communists, it was kinda hard to tell. There ain't no fun in killing folk, and I don't wanna do no more. Well, I still speak the cold logistic that a warrior speaks so well. Foxtrot, Tango, whiskey, and I'll see you in hell. A soldierly bravado, an unspeakable guilt. That villain, it was communist, but it was kinda hard to tell. There ain't no fun in killing folk, and I don't wanna do no more. Yeah, believe me, I've done plenty, boys, and I ain't gonna do no more. Of course, if they back me in the corner, they'll be dead before they hit the floor.